all your skirting boards are like this. Now they're ground on. My wife took a day and cleaned some of hers and I told her to stop. We're not in here to clean your house, unfortunately. If it was, it'd be cleaner. This was repaired, but with your property person. This is really last leg stuff. I mean, it was okay, but this door is so heavy that it's so difficult to open and shut that we stopped using it. We use the side door instead. But you really need to think about this whole setup. My wife can't close this door from the outside. Whether that's the crud in here that stops the rollers or it's just a failing bearing system, I have no idea if it can be refurbished, but it's certainly not a glide door. These are difficult, I understand that, because they get banged and stuff like that because they're heavy. But there's no handle, not as such. This is too difficult. Outside, we reported ants. We've been to Florida many times. It's very rare that when you're sitting on a chair, you're actually covered in ants, and we were in several occasions. We reported that, but it never changed. There's ants all over here. If you go around, none of this is sealed, so you need proper perimeter infection control. But which I was supposed to happen. I don't know if it did or not. It certainly wasn't effective. There's ants all over the pool, which kind of put on my wife. We were in the pool all the time, myself and my son. My wife likes to sit out. I very rarely did that because of the ant issue. I never even looked at this. Don't know why it's rocking. Didn't affect me. I'm just telling you about it. In the master bedroom, this needs attention. This is just rickety and falling apart. I touched it once, didn't touch it again. The whole house is dirty. These sinks have never been touched. We didn't use this one, but you can kind of see this crud in really putting, I think it's probably suntan lotion. I noticed it because in this one, every time I brush my teeth, it wouldn't go away, so I actually scrubbed this. But I think your cleaners need to do better, a lot better. In the kitchen, this looks really nice in the photos. It's clearly had a lick of paint, but you see stuff like this, that's not us. We came into this, so we instantly started washing things that we would want to use. So it made us look deeper. This is kind of okay. We've got glass, we've got some plastic, which is good for the pool. We came into this one and you've got actually a large proportion of this is all chipped. There's no plastic stuff to go out in the pool. If you start looking at all of this, it's actually, can't find them, but there's probably about 5 or 6 of these are all chipped. And for a couple of dollars, this should be in, definitely replenished. But this does not give a good account of what this property could be. Where we eat, this shelf was covered in dead flies and insects. It wasn't clean at all. In the garage, that light never goes out. This doesn't work. It works that light, but we cannot figure out how to put off that light. Games room. So in the games room, there's a bunch of stuff that is broken. None of this stuff works. This is ripped. This is not great. That fan doesn't work. So this is a dumping ground. I suggest that if things don't work, they should go out in a bucket. This is bust. You throw the basketball and it goes out the back. In the theme of things that are bust, there we go. More things that are bust, more things that are not for putting out. Why not chuck them in a bin? No, let's put them in a cupboard that everybody can see. I forgot about the glorious oven glove covered in crud that we just opened and shut again. Don't want to see stuff like that ever. I forgot to mention this little message. So this is a toilet plunger that's covered, absolutely covered in human excrement, and it was in a house. So somebody's used it, obviously. My wife picked it up, looked at it, is absolutely covered. We've not cleaned that. That needs to just go out in the bin, but we've put it in the bin corner. But geez, you're being badly let down by your cleaners, I can assure you. You've got a nice property, but I think quite a lot of things are tired. I read that you'd refurbished it. I don't know what you refurbished, but there was far too many things detracting from the property. This is a type of shoddy stuff, you know. There's a screw in there, but it's a rattling. I mean, it does not give a really good account of a well-maintained property. Most of them are like that. It's pure rubbish. Fixtures and fittings. It's got to be the cheapest thing I've ever seen. Apart from this type of stuff. And this is just a couple of bucks. You know? It's got to be the cheapest thing I've ever seen. Go with this. Room. Look at the state of this. It's never been cleaned. Remote control underneath there. I'll keep this here so you can see it. We found this one after we reported the last one, but this is actually just the joint of the wood. This is gone. I didn't allow my boy to go up on top here anymore because I actually think this is unsafe. Should be scrapped. Further evidence of this. Look at the state of this. This is hanging on. The kid's got to fall out of this, got to jump on it or something. This is all hanging apart. That was the bit that I taped up. I reported that to your pal, and he said he was going to come back with a bit of wood. That hasn't happened, but I presume it will. Your curtains are dirty. I would sack your cleaners. This is all. I don't think a lot of this furniture is particularly high quality. I think you're only going to get breakages, further breakages. Won't stay in, just cheap stuff. With this setup, there's a sign that says be careful. These are wrecked. They've been wrecked several times. People have, or you guys have flipped these things over, so some of them in the wrong direction now. This hasn't been cleaned in a long, long time. This is minging. I don't know what that is. That's a bug of some sort, maybe a twig. But, you know, I don't think it takes much to clean that. A scrubbing brush, a bit of application, but it doesn't give a good thing at all. Forgot about this. No power to the safe, so impossible to use. Water filters need replaced, so we didn't use any of the water out here because we don't know how long it's been like that. We don't trust it.